everyone, yes, you have read the title of this video correctly. I am coming back to YouTube and I'm going to be starting off with a new 3-part video series which will be uploaded in a couple days time, so keep your eye out for that. I am going to have to disappoint some of my subscribers because my future uploads are not going to be French related. I do know that therefore for some of you this is the end of the road, and I do want to thank you for all the support that I received on the French videos, and they will remain up on my channel. I don't have any plans to take them down, so if there are videos that you like to come back to for whatever reason, they will still be available, but everything from now on will not be about French. So I know some of you will still want to stick around to know what's the new series about. So it's a bit of a weird one, so stay with me on this. Since I was 9 years old, and for the past 20 years, I have had an imaginary world, which is called a paracosm. So a paracosm is a detailed imaginary world that people tend to start in childhood, as I did. But most people leave their imaginary world in childhood, but I didn't, and I've continued it, and I'm still continuing it, and it has grown. The imaginary world centers around my stuffed toy hedgehog, Chutney. And so it's the world that she comes from. It's her life in the world. It's the geographies, the culture, the politics, the religions of Chutasia, where she is from. Most of the stories are like funny, amusing, weird, and strange. And only some parts of the paracosm are like very detailed and complex. So what I'd like to start doing is making videos telling the stories of my paracosm. The first video I am going to upload will have a lot more information about, what is this imaginary world thing? What do I mean when I say paracosm? But then after that, it's going to be primarily storytelling. So some of you may wonder, why are you doing this? Why would you do this to yourself, sharing these strange, funny stories on the internet? Well, for me, having a paracosm is something that you feel a very personal, emotional connection to, which I do. And it is vulnerable to share the paracosm online because it's something that has kind of been woven into my life and it's very personal to me. But that's also why I feel it is so important that I find some way to share it. For the past decade, I have been kind of collecting notes and trying to write down the stories from the paracosm, but I found that I can't catch up. I can't write quick enough to get the stories out. And so I've come up with this other format of making videos to start introducing and telling the stories, even just for my family and for myself, but I suppose if there are people who also enjoy hearing the stories, then I'd love to have you along for the journey. As I've mentioned, having a paracosm is a very personal thing for me. I actually feel that what I'm about to start doing on this channel, making these storytelling videos, I feel that I'm starting my life's work. It feels like a bit of a strong statement. But I feel that this is something that's so unique and personal to me. It's something that I feel that is very natural for me and something that I'm very passionate and excited about. And I feel like what I'm about to begin is my life's work. And when I am dead and gone, these videos and my paracosm will in some way be my legacy. If I was to die without leaving the kind of record of Chutasia behind, it almost feels to me like as if I had never lived. Now, having said how personal this is to me, I am going to be changing my channel name. Now, this is going to come as a surprise to some of you, but my name is not actually Aurella. Aurella is a name that I came up with when I was a teenager, and I wanted to start YouTube videos that in the beginning, they were about hair. They were hair videos, and I was trying to come up with a kind of like hippie style, mysterious name that no one else was using. And I came up with Aurella, and that's what ended up sticking. But this isn't my name. My name is Sarah, and I want to use my real name because, this is me that I'm going to be putting up now. I'm going to be sharing the most personal thing that I have. So I want to use my name. So Nice to meet you. I'm Sarah. There will be some changes happening on the channel in terms of my channel name, the channel picture, the channel banner, but I will be doing it in increments so that people don't kind of like go, who is this person? So that people still remember who I am. So I am really excited to be back on YouTube, and this time around there are some new features that I didn't get to use last time. So this time there are a lot more community focused features, which I would have loved to have had when I was doing the French videos. So there's kind of opportunity to put up like posts where you guys can comment, so I can give you, I don't know, behind the scenes stuff, or we can put up a poll and ask you what video you'd like to see next and things like that. So it's going to take me a little while to find my feet with all of this new YouTube stuff. Now I feel like an old person. But I'm really pleased to be back, and if you are still watching and you are going to stick around for the new series, please do leave me a comment, because it would just be really interesting to know who is going to stay and what you think about what's coming next. So the first video, what is a paracosm, is going to be released in a couple days time. So up to you if you feel the need to put on the subscribe bell thing or not, if you don't want to miss that video. So yeah, I'm really happy to be back, and see you all soon. Bye bye.